Right, a remote controlled plane is flying with a velocity 15 meters a second east. It encounters a wind blowing with a speed of 5.5 meters per second in a northerly direction. Determine the resultant velocity of the plane. So we have to draw a vector triangle. So I'll draw my soggy wink beat. So first of all, starting with velocity of 15 meters per second east, I start like so, 15 meters per second. Then I've got 5.5 in a northerly direction, so it's that way. Alright, so my resultant would be from the start to the end, so that is my resultant vector. To use that, I just use Pythag. So x squared is 15 squared plus 5.5 squared. So x is square root of all that. So you just chuck that in the calculator. And hopefully you get 16 meters per second. Now it's a velocity, so you've got to figure out the angle. Now the angle tan theta will just be opposite, which is this one, divided by the adjacent, which is that one. So if you want me to write, I can write opposite, adjacent. So my theta is tan inverse 5.5 divided by 15, which is 20 degrees. So therefore I can summarize that my velocity, so v with an arrow, is 16 meters per second. Now which way does it go? My vector is going that way, so it is north 20 degrees east, because actually other way around, east, because that's the triangle I found, so my bad. So just chuck these east going towards north is what I should have. Calculate displacement of the plane after 2 minutes, so I can write some facts down. 2 minutes. Now I don't want minutes, I want seconds, so I just times it by 60 seconds, which will get to convert it to seconds. So that's 120 seconds. Displacement is S with an arrow. That's what we're trying to find. We figured out the velocity up here. So in A, 16 meters per second east, 20 degrees north. So all I have to do is start with my trusty velocity equation, displacement over time, but because we want, the displacement, this one to be by itself, I want to get rid of t, so I go times t, both sides. So it becomes Vt is S, so my V is 16, my T is 120, which is going to be my displacement. Right, so that is 1900 meters. Now, because it's displacement, it needs a direction, which you just copy from the velocity. Should be the same. Oh, something's not right. No, it's right. I was looking at the wrong answer. That's good. Alright. How far off its straight line course is a plane after 2 minutes? So, it wanted to go straight, but it's off course by that much. If I just have 2 minutes, so I have to consider 5.5 meters per second to the northerly direction, so that's what I'm going to write. My velocity is 5.5, I think it was, meters per second north. Time is 2 minutes, which is 120 seconds. So my displacement is what I want to find, which, again, it's over here. I've already rearranged it. So 5.5 times 120, which is 660 meters north. So this is how much it's off of the course, because you know it wanted to go that way, but because of the wind blowing, it ended up, you know, moving off course that much for 2 minutes. So you just times those two values together.